We start with the fourth Ashes Test at Sydney in January 1971. The series was all square and Captain Ray Illingworth won the toss and decided to bat. England scored 332 in their first innings, but things were evenly poised when Australia were 199 for 5. Enter Derek Underwood.
It's the lofted shot, it's in the air. D'Oliveira has taken the catch. Australia 7 for 208. Bowled in. Yorked in completely. Knott bowled Underwood for 4. Australia 8 for 208. And he's caught at full slip by Fletcher from the bowling of D'Oliveira. And so Gleeson out without scoring, and Australia 9 for 219. Underwood to Connolly. He's lofted this one. D'Oliveira getting under it. Oh, they've lost sight of it. Lost completely. And the batsman took 2. Underwood. And again, Connolly has driven this. D'Oliveira getting under it. And he's dropped it. The fortune certainly smiling on Alan Connolly this morning.
Bowled, that's the end of it. Clean bowl. Australia all out for 236. England leads by 96 on the first innings.
With that useful first innings lead, Boycott set about driving home the initiative.
Well played again. That's a special from Boycott. Beautiful shot. And here's the signal to make Boycott 50, perhaps a run-out chance at the far end. Very close indeed. It was another risky single, but Boycott's through. Boycott 50. Straight down the ground. 4 runs. And down to the boundary it goes. Now, there's that off the bat. I presume it is the way it travelled. It's being chased by Walters. He can't make it. D'Oliveira's 50 has come up. He's 53 now. Boycott 72. Boycott a big hit. It might be 6. It's going out towards the boundary. It closes it. And into the fence for 4. And 4 more. Magnificent shot. That's really a great shot off the back foot through the covers.
And he pushes away on the onside. They've got 1 and they're going for 2. It'll take Boycott to the coveted 3 figures, his first century in this Test series, and he's played a very, very good innings.
Boycott facing the next ball from Mallet. He's hit this one hard and high to mid-wicket, and it's 4 runs, bouncing well ahead of Redpath. Here's the declaration. 5 down for 319, which gives England a lead of 415 runs.
John Snow proved to be the dominant figure in the contest with a career best 7 for 40 in this innings and a total of 31 wickets in the series. It also heralded the 70s as the decade where pace would prove the crucial weapon.
Yes. Redpath caught Edrich, bowled Snow. Australia 2 for 11.
He's out. Walters is out. Caught by Knott off the bowling of Lever. Australia 3 for 14. Australia 3 for 14. Snow to Laurie. Bouncer, and he's hooked it high. I've lost it. Now it's going into the fence for 4. And about the 3rd bounce. A lovely shot from Laurie. Bowled him. Leg stump. Hit his leg stump as he came right across. So Australia 4 for 21. Greig Chappell bowled Snow for 2.
Caught, dropped. Yeah, no, beautifully caught.
Beautiful catch.
Beautiful catch by Fletcher, by Lever. Lever at 3rd step. Now that was a magnificent catch. I thought for a moment he may have dropped that as it went down, but he's taken the ball. And that's a sensational opening. Stackpole caught Lever, bowled Snow for 30. Chance brilliantly caught. Magnificent catch by Willis. Australia 6 for 66. Now let's look at this replay. This is a man 6 feet 6. He really dived Frank Tyson.
Well, that was a remarkable catch. Just look at this. Marsh not getting far enough across to it, high off the bat, and a brilliant catch.
appeal, and he's out. He's out, caught behind.
That is Willis's first wicket in Test cricket, incidentally. Let's have a look at it. Notice the hook, top edge, and everyone is very, very confident. I think everybody appealed there. Everyone's coming up to shake Willis's hand, his first Test wicket. Many more, they're saying.
This could be 4. Nice shot from Laurie. Yes, it's 4 runs. Takes Laurie on to 44. Another 4, possibly. Being chased by Willis. Doubting much whether he'll get to it. No, he won't. It's 4 runs to Laurie. Could be 4, and could be certainly Laurie's 50. Willis after it, he might just get to it. No, he doesn't. 4 to Laurie, and that's Laurie's 50. Laurie 52, 7 for 108. Oh, that was a nasty one. Hit him on the face. That was a nasty one. Really nasty. Goodness me, it seemed to hit him on the forehead or the eye or something. It could be the nose. He seems to be holding his nose. Oh, the blood's all over his shirt, as you can see there. And so Mackenzie retiring hurt here. That's a nasty one.
Bowled, clean bowled. And Snow has bowled Gleeson without scoring. Snow has 6 for 40. So Snow bowls to Connolly. And is he out? Yes, it's all over. He's caught, the wicket has fallen. Snow has taken 7 for 40.
England went on from there to regain the Ashes in triumphant style. In 1972, the Aussies came to England in colour, and we went to the 4th Test at Headingley, 1 game apiece, knowing that victory would mean we'd retain the Ashes. Ian Chappell chose to bat on a tricky wicket, but the visitors soon found Illingworth and Underwood a real handful.
Oh, and that's a fine ball, and it's out, caught behind. So the 5th ball of the first over after lunch. And that's Stackpole, caught by Alan Knott off the bowling of Derek Underwood. That's a quicker one, he's out LBW. So one pushed through with the arm. And really caught Greig Chappell unawares there. And that's out, caught and bowled, tossed in the air. Ian Chappell's been bogged down for such a long time, going for the drive, but resulting only in a reasonable caught and bowl, low down to Illingworth's left.
Bowled him. That spun a tremendous amount from outside off stump. And Walters is the 5th wicket to fall, trying to force away on the offside, a ball well outside off stump. And that could be out. Illingworth's coming around under it. Should be out. Quite safe. Marsh caught Illingworth, bowled Underwood, trying to hit the left-hander down the ground. He's caught him. A great catch by Illingworth. That ball lifted and spun sharply. Outside edge. Flew to Illingworth, who knocked it up. Dived away behind him. What a fine catch by the England captain.
And he's given him out LBW. Constant had a long look at that. He doesn't make decisions lightly, this umpire. And that's out, straight to Tony Greig.
Australia all out for 146, but when England collapsed to 128 for 7, with off-spinner Ashley Mallett claiming 5 wickets, the spotlight turned on Snow and Illingworth as batsmen.
4 runs. Lilly did well to get a hand to it. Couldn't cut off the boundary. Illingworth, the batsman. That's safe. It's over Massie's head. It won't go for 4. It's like a little 7-iron. But it is 2 runs to Illingworth for England to take the lead. They go now to 148 for 7.
And that's put away by Illingworth. So the second 6 we've seen down at that long on boundary. It's not far away from Inverarity, and it's beaten Massie at mid-off and goes through for 4. It's fine cover drive, 4 runs. And he's out stumped, too short of his 50. Trying to push it away for the 2 runs he wanted. It wasn't a very good ball. He could really have belted it away on the onside. John Snow probably trying to be a little bit too careful, a little bit too cautious. And look how that crowd are appreciating it. They're on the feet. John Snow, a very popular figure on this ground where he's got so many wickets. He's gone for the big one. That surely is it. Yes, it's bigger than that. I think it's over the ropes.
That 8th wicket stand was worth 104, and England were eventually dismissed for 263 early on day 3, a lead of 117. Australia would have to bat extremely well to have a chance.
And he's out caught behind, and that's it. So poor Ross Edwards, after making a superb 170 not out at Trent Bridge, showing once again what a tremendous leveller this game of cricket is. And that's out. A second one for Jeff Arnold, a little bit of outswinger. Ian Chappell gone for Knott. Australia in dire trouble. Ball just moving a little shade away from him, not quite to the pitch.
It's outside edge, D'Oliveira. Greig Chappell, that's spun back a long, long way. Greig Chappell going to hit it on the onside. Outside edge. Stackpole is out leg before wicket to Underwood. The 4th wicket to fall. 51 for 4 now, Australia.
Look at that, Walters has gone. That one turn and lift in a fine catch by Parfitt. Really gave Doug Walters little chance at all. Pitched absolutely perfectly. Turned, flicked off his glove. Wicket of Walters. Asking for a catch, and he's given him out caught behind, and a little tickle. So a 3rd catch there to Alan Knott in this innings. Rodney Marsh out, another wicket to Derek Underwood. He's really having a birthday here this afternoon. He's asking, and he's given him out, a little tickle under the pad. Underwood on the hat-trick, 2 in 2, and Verarity out for Knott first ball. Pushing forward a little inside edge. Well, he's connected, he's gone for the big hit over the top.
Bowled him straight between bat and pad. A nice piece of bowling there by Ray Illingworth. Nicely timed there. Illingworth the man after it, but won't quite catch it. It's bowled him. Spun from middle, hit off, and Lilly is the 9th wicket to go down. Australia still six runs short of making England bat again, and Lilly bowled by Underwood for 7. It's safe, it's wide of Edrich out at long on. It's gone over deep mid-wicket for 4. Arnold, it's coming round, it's going to be 6 runs. Arnold couldn't get to it. It's a good blow by Bob Massie, hitting with the spin there. Bowl him, and that is the Ashes retained for England. Australia all out for 136. The Ashes will be retained by England when they make 20 runs.
And that's out. It looked very close indeed. So our very jubilant, happy Dennis Lilly has struck at least one blowback for Australia. Edrich out LBW with a total on 7. 2 wanted to level the scores, 3 to win. Well, that swung away. That's surely it's going away to long leg for 4 runs.
Here at Lord's next, and it's 1974. The visitors are India, and England captain Mike Dennis had no hesitation in batting after winning the toss.
It's a fine shot, short, put away off his back foot through the covers for 4 runs. Very good Lloyd. leisurely pushing it away to score his first run in Test match cricket. Well, a fine drive. Once again, Amiss using his feet beautifully, finding the gap between cover point and mid-off. Getting put away through the offside for 4. First ball by Amiss. There they go. Amiss, little push to mid-wicket, through for 100, and what a fine 100 it's been. Made here at Lord's for the first time in his career and taken just 207 minutes and included 14 boundaries. He's gone for the bung, over the top. He's got that one away for his 50. Beats Bedi at mid-off. A second successive boundary to John Edrich, and he moves on to another 50 in Test match cricket.
Got that just wide of the man at cover. It was an aimed stroke. 150 on the board. And there it is again. Beautiful placement, that.
And a great shot. Casual ease, he put that away.
And he's given him LBW. The ball just getting inside the forward prod. The pavilion is rising to him for what must surely be one of his best ever innings. It must be close. Edrich just 4 short of his 100, and a lovely piece of bowling there from Bedi. That really was good bowling.
Fine extra cover drive. And that's out. A wicket to Bedi, a little bit of bounce there, surprisingly. Poor Bedi, Fletcher goes, a very simple catch round the corner to Solker, and he's unlikely to miss anything like that. That's the extra cover drive, played by all the England batsmen. Each in turn, it's Greig's go now, and he puts it away.
Now there's real timing.
Again into Dennis, and that's hammered past him. It's not going to go through to the boundary. Fielder Vishwanath should cut it off. Just pulling it back, but no, it's gone through, and that is Mike Dennis's maiden 100 in Test match cricket. 100 made out of a mammoth score of 549 for 4. He's reached his target in 207 minutes, including 10 fours. And this is the first 100 by an England captain since Tony Lewis scored 100 against India in Kanpur a couple of years ago. That's it. Angled back, pushed away to third man. All he wants is one, because that one takes him through to another 100.
Oh, right through the gap. So one. Turned away to mid-wicket, just in front of square for the 200 partnership.
And it's a magnificent catch there by Abid Ali, and Tony Greig is out.
It's out at the end of Dennis's innings. That one spun a little bit. And Venkat took the catch at cover. Dennis, his innings ends at 118. It's a very good piece of fielding there.
Bishan Bedi's 64-over marathon earned him 6 wickets for 226 in England's mammoth total of 629. But India started brightly in return with an opening stand of 131 between Sunar Gavaskar and Farooq Engineer.
That's hooked away. It's a magnificent shot into the crowd for 6. That really was a fine shot. Another short one pulled away beautifully again by Farooq Engineer for 4. On getting the same treatment from an over-pitched half volley. Driven comfortably again by Engineer for 4. And a very brisk 50 indeed to the Indian opener.
Beautiful stroke. Right over the top of that.
Oh, that's it. Wicket to Chris Old, that same stroke that Gavaskar had been playing with. Caught, Knott, bowled Old. Gavaskar one short of his 50.
And that should be out. A simple catch to cover point. No bother at all there for Mike Dines. So Chris Old takes another wicket.
That's in the air. Underwood's under it. He caught it at the second attempt. Well, that was a lucky escape for Underwood.
What a fine shot that was. Crashed away through the offside by little Vishwanath. And a tremendous catch there. Really went off the edge of the bat like a rocket. Keith Fletcher snapped it up at slip. It's the end of Patel. And a wicket for Tony Greig. Well, that's a beautiful shot. That's 4 more all the way along the ground. Perfectly timed. Got his feet in exactly the right position. Clipped it away square on the leg side. Hurrying through. Single, so the little man made it off the last ball of the over. Goes on to a very good, sound, solid 50. There's a quicker one, got through. Wonderfully skillful piece of bowling there by Derek Underwood. He tossed 2 up nice and gently, then really let one go with the arm, and Vishwanath beaten by the extra pace there.
And that is out. That's a great catch. A great catch that. Was well bowled by Chris Old. He had that one up, so the batsman had to play forward, and he was never covering it. He was always away from the line of the ball. And Madan Lal is out without scoring to a brilliant catch by Alan Knott. Underwood. Pretty good catch that was. You won't see any better catch than that in Test cricket this year. Solkar falling for the hook shot. That's a good catch again. And if Chandra comes out, Mike Hendrick is on a hat-trick in only his 2nd Test match. Mike Dines taking the catch. A square slash from Prasanna. 9 wickets down now for 286. Along the ground. He gave it a chance. Very good shot. Straight into the crowd on the 2nd bounce. And it's over the top of slips again. Unorthodox, but it's 8 runs to Bedi. It's in the air. Mike Hendrick's the man after it. He put it down. Chandra has scored his first run of the tour, and I should think there's probably a bet on in the dressing room. He will have won himself a new car. And Bedi's hit that beautifully. Four more, he really got onto that.
Despite those fireworks from Bedi, India could only manage 302 and had to follow on. Second time round, they didn't start well.
Be close, yes, indeed. That looked dead straight. Tragedy for India. Oh, bowl him. Good delivery. 5 for 2 now. The Indian captain is out, bowled by Chris Old, who has broken through again. Ah, what a great catch. Now there's a really fine wicket-keeping catch, and look at the elation from Jeff Arnold. There's a lovely delivery too, that left the right-hander, a good away swinger. I don't think you'll see any better wicket-keeping catch than that. There's the fourth wicket down. One lifted a little bit, and Jeff Arnold is very, very happy. It's a good spell of bowling from Arnold.
That is out. Got too far behind that one. He got behind it, but he didn't get his back behind it.
And that's a great catch by Alan Knott behind. The third he's taken in this innings. It's another wicket down for the Indians, and Bedi has gone for 3. And look at that. Yes. Well, Chris Old knows the weakness of this young player, Madan Lal. Doesn't really fancy anything short pitch like that. And that's it. No question about that. And he's bowled in first ball. And what a dramatic collapse this has been. Bedi out, the 9th wicket down with the total on 42, and it's all over because Chandra's not going to come in. So it goes down in the record books as 42 all out, which is India's lowest score ever in a test match.
Well, that was pretty conclusive, that. What we'll do, we'll stay here now for the game at Lord's in my first test match in 1975, which was a marvellous game for me, of a man of 33 years of age. I thought my chance of test cricket had gone by. Tony Greig was captain, and Greig was the one who picked me. 10 for 1, Woody's out, I'm in. And the trouble is, I got lost in the pavilion, which takes some doing, but I did it. I went down one flight too many. I nearly went into the toilets down at the bottom, and the doorman says, you better get up there, he said, and so I went up another flight, and I went through the long room, and I must have been 4 minutes, which is, of course, late to get in. They could have given me out. But I got there and I floated out to the wicket. I had a lot of abuse from the Australians, of course, right, for being late or what. It was a good wicket.
It's a good shot. Off the mark, 4 runs. Another good shot. He kept that down very well. Umpire Ali signals 4, and Steele goes on now to 9. 2 good strokes off shortish deliveries from Dennis Lillee by David Steele. That's well bowled. Edrich, the 2nd wicket down to Dennis Lillee again. 2 breakthroughs this morning for Dennis Lillee. 29 for 2 England.
Bill Ali was the umpire, and Dennis Amiss came out at number 4, and he had all this kit on and everything, and Bill Ali said to me, is Dennis putting weight on? He said, he looks rather heavy. I said, well, you should see what he's got on underneath, Bill. I said, he's got a suit of armour under there. He said, yes, he looks a bit lumpy.
And he's given him out, and that's the 3rd one to Bill Ali, and Amiss has gone again for yet another nought, and Lillee is a man who's done the damage.
4th ball, he got out leg before, below the kneecap. So Bill gave him out. He said, I don't know how big he is, he said, but he's still got to go.
Sorry sight for English supporters. Wood, Edrich, Amiss, all gone, all in the identical manner, LBW to Dennis Lillee, and no doubt at all, every one of them looking absolutely plumb. Well, he gets his run, he gets off the mark, off the no ball. So, big sigh of relief, I'm quite sure, there from Graham Gooch. His first run against Australia, remember, he bagged a pair, he's got a little grin there, and I'm sure a work from friendly Bill Ali, the umpire there. Oh, fine shot. What a great shot there by Dennis Steele. That's the way to play the bouncer. In position beautifully, that's the 3rd time he's hooked him away. This boy is not frightened. A great shot to Dennis Steele.
Well, this is what I think English batsmen have been waiting for. All England have been waiting for. The bouncer, and look how beautifully he gets behind it and dispatches it to the square leg boundary.
Probably expected by quite a number of people. Well played too. Pushed away square on the offside. The ball running away down this fast outfield, and that's 4 more. That's it, caught behind. Little Snick heard all over the ground here. Dennis Lilly claims his 4th victim.
49 for 4. And in came the skipper, Tony Greig, and he played a wonderful innings, a captain's innings. It couldn't have been better for him. And as a new boy to the Test scene, it was great to stay with him.
And this great optimist could never have thought on a wicket like this that he'd be coming into bat with the score on 49 for 4.
It's a good shot. It's in the air, but it's well away from Lilly and firmly struck away to the far end of the ground. Thompson not quite getting away on his right-hand side far enough, and it's 4 runs. Very quick down that slope.
I mean, what I did notice about Test cricket was that the wickets were so good. This Lord's wicket was a beautiful wicket. It certainly does help if you're facing Lilly and Thompson. 2 marvellous bowlers. Dennis, of course, was the consistent bowler, always line and length, but with Thompson, you never know with Thompson what was going on, whether he's going to bowl slowish, medium, or he's going to let it go. His run-up was never really in rhythm.
Lilly again to Tony Greig.
Well played, standing up pretty straight and driving it on the up for 4, square on the offside. Pushed out in the covers, and that's the 50 partnership. Ross Edwards fields. A very determined looking England captain.
Steele facing Lilly.
Hits him beautifully off the back foot for 4 runs down the hill on a very fast outfield. The 100 up.
Lilly again to Steele.
He hooks in for 4, and the crowd really enjoying this. Lilly dispatched for 4, a bad ball.
Lilly again to Greig.
Pushing that away through the open space in front of square, and I think it's got enough run on it for 4.
There's a big gap. Half volley beautifully driven by Greig. Ross Edwards a long chaser, and the ball gathering pace the whole time, through for 4 more. And that's flicked away to deep long leg. Greig will be looking for the second. He's hurrying, he's coming back, and there he comes. Great long legs, bringing him through to a really excellent 50. He really has taken some of this Australian bowling by the scruff of the neck. He's got through to 50 in only 86 minutes when England were in a lot of trouble. Although it's an old cliche, a real captain's innings here. Oh, it's a great shot. Cut away through the slips, no third man, nobody bothering to chase it. Speeding through for yet another boundary. His 9th. David Steele on 49. And David Steele going through to his 50, hammering that off the back foot through to mid-wicket. And what a great performance this has been from David Steele of Northamptonshire. The cricketer's choice, really, for a place in this Test side, and how well he's merited his inclusion. Battled against adversity from the moment he came in, and he's made 50 out of 143 for 4. He's bowled him. So Thompson breaking through, beating David Steele there with that extra little bit of pace. And that fairly hurried through. So the end of a remarkably good innings in his first Test match by David Steele. Pulled England out of trouble, scored a really excellent 50. And this big Lord's crowd rising to him. They appreciate the display of guts and determination that we've seen here by David Steele today.
The Lord's Test match for me was great. We showed that after the 74 series in Australia that we could still play. We drew the Test match at Lord's, and we went to Headingley then with a lot more confidence for the 3rd Test match. We started off well at Headingley. We won the toss. I got in there rather early again. Well, I seemed to start putting a few runs on with John Edrich. We seemed to get on very well together. I got myself 40 odd just before lunch.
4 more. Thick outside edge again.
He's got it away this time. Nobody down there. Hurrying away for 4 more. Applause then not only for that boundary, but for the 50 partnership between these two. That's a short one. Hooked away, deep long leg this time. Very fine indeed. And this man certainly isn't frightened of anything Bolt short at him. It's a good shot. Really hammered that away off the back foot. Wasn't all that short, but very quickly into position. It's a great shot. All the way for 4 runs. Half volley, nicely timed. A big gap through extra cover. Edrich finds it.
It's a risky shot for 4 from John Edrich. 100 up. That's 4 of them, and he's there.
Edwards is the man coming around from cover. And it's the 100 partnership, and a very good one too. No great alarms for either batsman there. Steele has kept on from where he left off in the Lord's Test match. And he's got him. It's a good catch by Ashley Mallet, and well bowled by Thompson. He's worked very hard today for that wicket. John Edrich is the man out for 62. A very good innings from Edrich.
Top of Pickish Edge, racing away down the hill. No chance of stopping it at all. So after labouring for a little while, David Steele goes through to second 50 in this Test match series. And so Greig comfortably away there. Pushed into the vacant spaces, Mallet chasing it, the ball gathering pace the whole time and leaving him quite standing.
And that's straight up in the air, and it's Walters underneath it, and it's taken quite safely, and Thompson's extra pace getting through there.
So I finished up with 70 odd runs, which was great for me, and the side finished up with a respectable 288. Australia came into bat and we did very well against them. We bowled them out for 135. Everybody performed all the way around.
Hampshire, and he's out. That's caught, and Chris Old has broken through for England in his 3rd over of the innings. McCosker is out without scoring. Well caught by Hampshire, very low down, and the Australians are 8 for 1 wicket. Bowled him. That's well bowled by John Snow. The 2nd wicket for England, 53 on the board. A good piece of bowling from Snow.
And he's bowled him. Bowled him with the worst ball he's bowled in his 2nd over. Oh, would you believe it? A great start then for Phil Edmonds. And that must be, yes, LBW first ball, and Phil Edmonds is on a hat-trick in his first Test match. So the hat-trick ball coming in, Walters facing. Quicker one. And that's it, and he's caught him. Swept straight into Derek Underwood's hands behind square, and Greig Chappell goes, really off the middle of the bat.
That's out. A loose stroke from Gilmore, a shorter ball from Underwood, and Tony Greig takes the catch away to his left quite comfortably at shoulder height. And Australia now 96 for 6. Out. Caught it slip by Chris Old. Max Walker, a ball that spun from off stump. He was committed to play at it.
And he's given him out LBW. The quicker ball, the short one, not unlike, in fact, the ball that he took his first wicket with, that of Ian Chappell. That's slightly further up.
And then, of course, going into the 2nd innings, wonderful to have a 153 lead. It was like gold dust. It was great to start with something like that. It's my game. I mean, I got in again and we're on the move. And on the Saturday evening, I'm 50 odd not out, and I'm loving Headingley. I'm just loving Test cricket.
So at last David Steele finds the boundary. He's beaten Gilmore this time, much to the relief of David Steele, because that single takes him through to yet another 50. David Steele, this Northamptonshire cricketer, acknowledging the applause of this crowd. What a consistent performer he's been.
The skipper was in with me on that Monday morning, so we've got to get on with it and get some quick runs. Well, I've never been quick in my life, me, but of course if the captain says it, you've got to do it.
Beautifully struck for 4 runs. So militant action from England immediately this morning. 4 more. Good shot. Full toss, Thompson trying for the Yorker there, over-pitched, and Johnny Greig wasting no time.
I think that I got rather adventurous to Ashley Mallet, and I talked it over in my mind. I thought, go on, I've got to get down there to him and see what I can do. Whether I close my eyes or what, we're hitting for a wonderful 6 over long on, and well, it was marvellous for me to do that.
Into the crowd, a great 6 then by David Steele. And that's certainly got this big Monday morning crowd on their feet. Skillfully placed again by Steele. Nicely timed shot off the back foot. So just beating McCosker through there. David Steele with that boundary, 6 for 4, moving on to 77. And just dropping short. Oh, Mallet usually clings hold of those. That one lifted nastily. No worries there, over pitch one, and that's where he likes them. On the front foot and drove it comfortably through mid-off for 4. That's a good shot, lofted right over the bowler's head. 1 bounce into the crowd. And that swung away beautifully by Knott. The in-swinger really picked hold of it quite gloriously, put it away over a deep long leg. What a curious shot that was. And Steele, that's another fine shot. Really good control, clip past square leg there by David Steele.
I'll never forget Alan Knott. He hit this ball from Thompson, the quick bowler. Whether he closed his eyes or not, but he hit it for miles over mid-wicket. It went for 6.
Just look at that. Who'd have thought that Alan Knott would have played a shot like that off Jeff Thompson, right into the crowd for 6.
And I went down the wicket to him, Alan. I said, how do you do that? He said, I don't know. I said, well, it was fantastic. All I can say is I'm very pleased that you're going to get the next ball from him. Whether he smiled or not, I don't know, but I think it was rather quickly bowled from the next one.
To Steele. That's a fine shot. First time he's really been able to time the hook off Jeff Thompson, got in a position nicely. David Steele with that boundary, taking his score now on to 92. That's out. So Steele not to make his 100, and the crowd here hardly realised what had happened.
We declared, and we set Australia 4-4-5. Australia at the end of the Monday evening, 220 for 3. It's set up for a great game of cricket. But sadly, on the morning of the 5th day, we heard somebody had attacked the wicket. The game was cancelled. It was for the George Davis sympathisers. It been a great game. And a game I felt that if it had gone on the next day, we would have won it. We'd have won that game. Now we move on to 1977 and the 3rd Ashes Test at Trent Bridge.
So Royal Standard going up, heralding the arrival of Her Majesty the Queen.
We've got a 1-0 lead in the series, and this match would prove famous for the return to Test cricket after a 3-year self-imposed exile by Geoffrey Boycott, and the arrival on the big stage of a rather special young cricketer.
And the man of the moment, certainly both of them making his Test debut here at Trent Bridge.
And he's bowling, first ball. Oh, what a return. Look at Botham, absolutely delighted. His first wicket in Test match cricket, and what a scalp to get. The Australian captain, Greig Chappell, bowled by Botham on his return at this end. And that's in, and it's a magnificent catch. An absolutely brilliant catch there. And David Hooks goes, and you won't see very many better close catches than that.
Oh, good catch. The finer of those 2 gullies. Henrik has got it again. Not as good a catch as the one before, but that was superb. And the one just taken to dismiss Walters has broken the back of the Australian batting. It's out. It's a good catch too. Really had to move a long way to his right there. I don't think there's much doubt that was well planned. It was up in the driving area for Richie Robinson. Well bowled indeed. I would reckon that's just about plumb. And it's 153 for 7. Good catch again. And a nice piece of bowling from Botham. That moved very well off the seam. And Walker was never quite covering it. Botham has picked up his 4th wicket and Walker is out.
That's just high in the air and he's out, he's caught. Botham takes another wicket, that's his 5th in the innings, 5 wickets to date out of 9.
Australia were bowled out for 243 and the stage was set for boycott. Could he, couldn't he still do it at this level? With England in big trouble at 85 for 5, Boycott finally found a partner to stay with him in Alan Knott.
Confident start by Boycott, no great pace in that, a little bit of a loosener, he's hammered it away to just nudge England into the lead. It's steered away on the ground for 4 runs. So both the batsmen collected a boundary in the first 2 overs. There's a drop there. And it looked as though somebody might have taken a nasty knock there. Almost see a few beads of sweat there on Knott's face, and that's something most unusual. He's on 99 as Thompson comes in. That's away, he steered it nicely down to 3rd man. That's the single that he's been after. This crowd rise on their feet to applaud. Superb performance by Alan Knott. Well, he got down to congratulate him and how he deserves the congratulations here of everybody. It's his 5th 100 in Test match cricket. His 2nd against Australia, following on the 106 he made at Adelaide a couple of years ago. It's a glorious shot, he's running the first hard, he'll want the second, he's turning swiftly, he's racing in and he's just made it. And his arms go up in the air, his back go up in the air, and there is no more delighted man in England at this particular moment than Boycott. Really has been a tremendous comeback. He's emphasised what he's said all along, that he's a Test match player, and my word, he's proved he's a Test match batsman here on this ground. A marathon effort from the Yorkshireman. 6 hours and 20 minutes it's taken him to reach 100. He's been largely responsible for seeing England through to a very handy and comfortable lead.
Safe. And 4 runs. And that's the 200 up for this pair. Well, that's it. He's come up with Rick McCosker, who dropped Boycott and has now caught him. And Jeff Thompson has broken through. Boycott out for 107, 297 for 6 England. And Boycott and Knott have equalled, but not beaten, that previous record partnership of 215 between Hutton and Hardstaff at the Oval in 1938. And Geoffrey Boycott is receiving a magnificent ovation. Ian Botham, a young fellow who made such a great bowling debut, 5 for 74 in 20 overs, 5 maidens in Australia's innings of 243.
That's edge and it's dropped. And Greig Chappell in despair there. He's got it through this time. That should go through for 4. So a very pleasant cover drive by Alan Knott. There's a full toss which is dealt with this time on the onside. It's 4 more, clipped away, and all kinds of records fall into Alan Knott in this innings now. He's now established himself as the highest scorer. Highest score, in fact, by a wicket-keeper in England-Australia Test match cricket. And he's hit him high and hard. right over the top. In fact, only a couple of bounces to the ropes, right over the top of mid-off. Thompson can't believe it. It's very, very seldom he gets treated in such a cavalier fashion as that.
And what a good catch. First ball after lunch. One of the most extraordinary dismissals I've seen. Alan Knott is out. First ball after lunch to what was so close to being a wide. It would well have been worthwhile letting it go. Got a top edge and was caught at third man. And very well caught indeed by Ian Davis. Knott is out for 135.
That 6-wicket partnership of 215 helped England to a total of 364 and set us up for a 7-wicket victory in a crucial 2-0 lead in the series.
Ovation. It's a good shot. He's picked it up nicely off his toes. Hit it away over square leg. Good shot. Short delivery. And Bertham dealt very well with it.
Oh, it's another glorious shot. Over-pitched half volley, but my word, he put it away really in tremendous style. And he goes too.
We finished with a tense one-day international at Old Trafford in 1977. Mike Brealey's debut as England captain. Australia get first hit.
That's an edge, and it's a brilliant catch. Superbly caught. And that's a big shout, and he's gone, and Willis has struck now, and Australia losing both opening batsmen with only 2 runs on the board. Made no mistake this time. Over-pitched ball again. He's only received 2 today. He's put them both away. Oh, it's nicely played. Beautiful little cut shot wide of slip. Good boundary there to Craig Sargent, and that brings up the 50 partnership between these two. And that must be out. Beautiful delivery. One of the few that Derek Underwood has straightened. Fine ball that from the Kent left-arm bowler. And that's a chance, and it's caught. And good ploy that by Brealey and Greig, I think, together. They posted the 2 gullies there for Dougie Walters. He fell for the trap. And as they say, he's off without disturbing the scorers. That's a good shot. There's the strength again of Sargent. The over-pitched ball on the leg stump. You've really got to keep it away from his legs. That's pushed away very nicely through the onside for 4.
Tony Greig. And not even Greig can get up high enough to pick that up. It was beautifully timed by Sargent. And that is out. It's well bowled by Tony Greig. It's out. Rennell has caught him at mid-wicket off Tony Greig. Sargent is out for 46. And it is 94 for 6 Australia in the 40th over.
And that's cracked away nicely through the offside. And that's beaten lever. So that boundary to Marsh, bringing up the 100 for Australia. It's been a long and bitter struggle for them, but they've made it halfway through the 44th over. Again, that's Hoyt away down to deep square leg. That'll be 4 more. And that's going to beat long on, and it's gone over the ropes. Just clearing the ropes. David Constant, the umpire, waiting, I think, to get a signal. Swung away, I think he's found the gap again. So despite 4 men on that leg side boundary, he placed it quite nicely between 2 of them. Lever again to Marsh. Similar pattern, swung away on the leg side. And still can't get his fielders in the right position. 4 of them out there, and once again, he's found the gap. Fortune favouring the brave there. Great. Despairing dive there by Underwood of no avail. The inside edge this time down to long leg brings him another boundary. And that's it. That's a look round to make sure that they've been disturbed. But that the good Yorker pitched well up and swing across the line, gave himself little hope. But a very cheerful, bright interlude that from Rod Marsh. He made 42 there in fairly rapid time. And that's it, a very simple catch indeed. Lob very gently to square leg. Has he caught it? Yes, it's another fine catch. Really picking up his second very good catch of this innings to get rid of Malone, and Underwood strikes again.
At the end of 55 overs, Australia are 169 for 9, and there's no doubt that typical buccaneering effort by Marsh gave Australia something to bowl at.
Oh, what a good catch. A super catch by Craig Sargent at gully. He's very good in that position or anywhere close to the wicket. Oh, what a glorious shot to start with. Just racing away over the fairly quick outfield here at Old Trafford. Equally good stroke. Walker going for the leg cutter there, but not quite able to get it in position, and that's a good piece of fielding from Hooks, but still they'll go through for the fourth run. That's a good shot. Nice piece of timing there from Greeley. So much so that it's going to beat the fieldsman into the rope.
That's nicely placed by Randall. Waited for it, let it come on and put it away. Down the third man for 4. So the 50 coming up for England in the 15th over. That's a fine ball and well deserved the wicket. So Randall falls, Craig Sargent making no mistake this time. Beautiful outswinger again, finding the outside edge of the bat.
Beautifully placed. Couldn't split the field much better than that. Malone the man after it, and he's not able to get it. That's a very good hit by Graham Barlow. Just fractionally short of the boundary ropes. It's got to be close. Yes, indeed. It didn't get up. A bit of bad luck there for Brealey, I think. The ball didn't get up as he expected. It was pretty short. Max Walker, and he's got him caught at the sweep. Very simple chance there for Walker. Will he not over the top of that? That's a good shot. He gave that some hammer. In the air, but safe, and 4 runs. Nicely timed. First, it didn't look as though he'd hit that in the middle, but it went past Walker very fast. He's got that right in the middle of the bat again, and he's playing that shot very, very well. There's nothing particularly elegant about it, but it's extremely effective. Problems now for Greg Chappell. That's a beautiful shot. Right, and Barlow is taking control here. And with Tony Greig, he's taken the score from 71 through to the 100. Took the eyes out of that one. Unorthodox, but we can get away with unorthodox shots in this type of cricket.
That's a half volley outside, and it's no place to bowl to Tony Greig in this sort of form. Wide half volley, mate for the cover drive, and played to perfection there by Tony Greig. And Greig could be in trouble. Yes, had to go. And this remarkably quick piece of work and a quick reaction there from Pascoe. A reaction there of Barlow looking for the second, but just as well that he didn't chance it. And he's run him out at the far end. A very lackadaisical piece of cricket there by Barlow, thinking he was safe. Astute bit of cricket too by Rod Marsh, who's getting the congratulations there of his side. He saw that Barlow was ambling back to the other end. Chappell into Old. And that's 4 runs. Good shot. Old this time, plenty of time to get on the back foot and put it away square on the offside. That's a good firm blow over the top for 4. So welcome relief to the good crowd here at Old Trafford. 4:35 wanted by England. And that's an equally good shot. In fact, possibly the best shot of the 3. Oh, that's a great effort there by Hooks. Well, it didn't go through to the boundary, but Chris Old made 3 out of it. And that's beaten even Walters. Glorious extra cover drive there from the bat of Chris Old. Well, that's a simple catch, and Chris Old goes.
And he won't even worry about that. He'll hit 4, and a very good one too between point and cover. And Greig Chappell was trying to keep him away from the strike there, and Knott was far too experienced. That's out. 168 for 8. And what a finish this would be if Big Max could pick up another one with such ease. And it's wide. So the scores are tied. And that's it. England have won with 2 wickets in hand. A fine shot by Alan Knott, and a very good game of cricket this.
Well, we've come to the end of our conspicuously one-eyed look at the 70s. I hope you've enjoyed the happy memories with me. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye.